My name is Jayne Beale. And this is my Latino heritage. My Hispanic heritage is that I'm from Panama. I was born and raised in Panama. And one thing that Panama is known for, I think worldwide, is the Panama Canal. Growing up, I went to an elementary school that was right in the town where I lived. Education was very important. You go to school every single day. There are no excuses. Your teachers say what they need to say and your parents believe what your teachers say. I went to secondary school to 7th grade. I went to a military school in Panama. I was there only though for my 7th grade until like November, and then after that I moved here to the United States. I went to that school just because of the canal, and people there are prepared to work in the canal when they are done with their schooling. In my teens, my academic and education definitely shifted from my childhood to my teens, because that is exactly when I moved to the United States. I was 13 years old when I moved here. In Panama, school was ending, but in the United States, school was starting. Sort of finished 7th grade over there, and then when I moved here, they put me into 8th grade in a school that was very different from my school in Panama. Back then, ESL students or English learners were in a different classroom with other ESL learners or ESL students. It was a enormous culture shock for me, not only because I had to learn the language, but I also needed to learn the culture, and I also needed, the whole middle school idea. It made a big difference in my education overall, but also I think like my life as a teenager. My relationship with my culture during this time was different. I was trying obviously to fit into this new country. I did live in a neighborhood that was mostly white, and we were the only family of a different culture. So we were trying to fit in while also remaining true to who we are and what we do. It was a little bit of a struggle, and especially during this time as a teenager, trying to figure out who I was as a person, and then at the same time now I needed to figure out where I fit in this new world to me. I've always felt very proud of being Latina, very proud of speaking Spanish, very proud of like my music and my culture and all of that. But during my teen years, I think it's when I had to really learn what that means in a world where that's not the mainstream. It becomes like I'm doing the different thing, and nobody wants to be different. There was a lot of figuring out who we were or who we are while also trying to fit in to where we were and with who we were with. So I don't know, it's just a lot of different I think is how I would describe it. I got into teaching because I've always wanted to be a teacher. I am the oldest in my family, and I have always forced my siblings to play with me, and that I would teach them things. I would set up a classroom at home, and they did not want to play with me, but I made them. I was always interested in learning and then teaching. I remember my mom, my grandmother would always tell me that once I got home, the first thing I did was to try to do homework, even when they said like, no, go eat or rest. And I was like, no, I need to get my schooling done. It was always important for me. And I think that's how I got into teaching. I knew that education was my path because I didn't start in education. Did not even think about college at that point. It wasn't a financially possible thing for me to happen. So I went and I got a job, and I worked as a teller, and so I was like, okay, maybe I can start going to college now. I did, and I went into business because I wanted to continue in the banking world, and I hated it. Even though I started growing within the bank, I ended up having a supervisor position, and I was really encouraged to go to school and get a degree in business, and so I tried again, and it was awful. And so I left, and I just happened to get a job as a secretary in a middle school, and there interacting with kids and teachers and families, that's what got me into teaching. I decided to go back into college, into community college, so that I could get a teaching degree. I transferred to VCU, and then once I got here, I really realized that I really loved it, and it was what I was meant to do, and that's how I'm here today. I'd be lying if I say that my kids haven't impacted my educational journey. I think they are the reason why I've gone to where I've gone to and why I've tried the things that I've tried and been in the positions that I've been in. Seeing that light bulb go off in their heads when you teach them something that they didn't know before, or when you're expanding their knowledge on something that they thought they knew everything about, or when they teach me things that I had no idea about. I think that shapes who I am as a teacher and who I continue to be every single day. I've had really amazing experiences with some kids, and I've had some really bad ones too that gets me to come back every single day and to try it again. And there's sometimes that I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I going back there to do it again? But you know, you do it because at the end of the day, I mean, I think these guys spend more time with me than they do with their families. I don't know, to me education is such an important part of people's life because they get to be in 5th grade only once, and I will forever be their 5th grade teacher. That's never gonna change. So I think about that, and that's how they impact me every day, just remembering that I am here once in their lives, and so I want to come back and have a positive impact on them, but as much as they have it on me. In the future, I plan to. Representation in education is extremely important because of who we are teaching. A Hispanic kid, a Latina kid whose first language is Spanish can be a teacher one day. They can be a principal one day. They can be a doctor. They can be whatever they want to be. If they see it, I think they're more likely to want to be it, I guess. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Our students should see themselves reflected on those that teach them, that educate them.